Well, spring is here, the weather's nice, and maybe you want to explore some place you've never been outdoors. While helping us to prepare for those trekking outdoors is Lindsey Gallagher with Johnny Appleseed. Welcome.
Oh, good morning, Chris. I'm glad to be back because I want to finish up those other 5 of my 10 essentials that we talked about last week. Now, these ones are going to be when you're out a little longer and, like you said, in a brand new place. So the items that we're going to talk about today, not all of them would I bring with me every time, and especially if I'm just going to be here in our parks in Allen County. But they're a good idea to have because you never know when an emergency is going to happen. So the systems we're going to talk about today, the first one is illumination. Do you have anything to illuminate your path when you're out?
I always have my cell phone on me, which has a flashlight.
Excellent.
So if you see that,
that is really good in a pinch. I also have a small flashlight. Make sure that you're choosing one that's lightweight, so you're not carrying too much weight. However, an even better option than a flashlight, you ever seen one of these? A headlamp.
Oh.
Headlamps allow you to have hands-free illumination. So if you need to treat an injury or you need to fix food in the dark or make a shelter, you can just put this up on top of your head, and comes with different types of light beams. It's excellent to have.
Okay.
You gonna get that there?
Yeah, I got
it. Good deal. Okay, now the second system is going to be fire, because if you don't have an illumination source, or maybe say your batteries run out, you're gonna need a way to start fire and make sure that you have warmth. Do you have anything in your pack to start a fire, Chris?
No.
Oh. I do.
I mean, I don't have matches. That's the first thing I would think of.
Okay, so I do. So we have waterproof, windproof matches. The little matchbooks that you get from restaurants and things, not so great. Waterproof, windproof, the way to go. But what I always like to carry in the backcountry is a ferro rod, so a way to spark. So you've got a piece of steel and then
I've never seen these before.
A sparking piece of metal.
Ferro rod?
Ferro rod. So this is like old school flint and steel. And oh, you got one. And so you'll have to know your fire making skills and have your tinder and your kindling. I see some sparks flying there.
I feel like Harry Potter.
It's excellent, right? Those are indispensable. Water and wind won't hurt those at all, and they last for a while. The next system we're going to talk about is knives and tools. Do you got anything in your pack if you need to cut down some trees and make a quick shelter or help you? Oh,
I'm not going to cut down a tree with a pocket knife, but I do have a pocket knife here, Lindsey.
Those are multi-purpose. Yep, nice blade on there. I'm going to raise you one. I've got a multi-tool here. So this folds up. I've got pliers. I've got different kinds of, if I find any screws in the wild, I've got some Phillips and flathead screwdrivers on there. And knife blades as well, and a file. So multi-tools, Swiss Army knives, you might have called them in the old days of past. Those are great for you. All right. Yeah. If we're out in the backwoods and we need to build a shelter, you got anything to keep you safe?
As a shelter? Well, not really. I mean, kind of.
What do you got there?
This is my bag. Well, this is a I mean, it's
multi-purpose.
Yeah, multi-purpose bag, because if it rains, you know, you have something to cover yourself in. But also, like, you know, if you need shelter, you can...
So people often don't think of plastic bags as a good form of shelter, but a big, heavy-duty black industrial bag can actually absorb the sun's rays and make for a quick shelter. If you aren't able to make shelter out of the trees or natural materials, you can use these Mylar rescue blankets. These also help to insulate you. So it's not going to be a full-size little lean-to in the woods, but this will help prevent hypothermia and help you until rescuers can get to you.
All right.
All right, the last one I got for you, extra clothes and layers. So for you, you're already ready with your poncho if it rains. Another thing that you want to think about, extra socks, okay? So you want to keep your feet dry. Extra socks are great. Think about packing in layers. You got to check the forecast, the weather for where you're going. Think about the conditions that are generally there, what might pop up. And pack appropriate layers for your trip. And if you keep these things in mind, you'll be prepared for almost anything in the backcountry.
I feel so prepared, Lindsey.
You look so prepared.
I do look so prepared, and this thing I got to practice because I've never... Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Harry Potter tool. I don't know. Well, Lindsey, thanks for coming on today.
You're welcome.
Keeping us safe and secure as
Absolutely.
we trek into the unknown. All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.